Tijuana brass sound on this one, okay? Bold and brassy. The signal from the stage, so back to the left side of the folder. Alberta, followed by fanfare and processional, followed by O Canada. No pickup notes. I've scratched out the pickup notes on Alberta 2. Lots of taller trumpets and the fanfare.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Whatsoever things are true, a promise made over 100 years ago. Today we are gathered in this university community to celebrate this commitment to ourselves and to each other. We celebrate with our students and professors, the non-academic staff and support staff, the administration, those who volunteer on the University Board of Governors, Senate, and Alumni Council, and all who promote sound education in our community. We celebrate with all those who leave here today with their degrees. May you continue to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. May you continue to serve in your global home. May you continue to grow in wisdom and grace. And may the University of Alberta always be a home of truth and wisdom, a community filled with promise for the future and goodwill toward all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Doug Stollery, and I have the privilege of serving as Chancellor of this university and conferring your degrees today. The University of Alberta acknowledges that we are located on Treaty 6 territory and respects the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant community. On behalf of the entire university community, I'm delighted to welcome you to this convocation. We're very pleased that so many friends and family members could join us as we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. This is a ceremony full of traditions. But what do they mean? Convocation is a Latin term meaning a gathering together of all qualified degree holders in a university community. This tradition dates back almost 700 years. As you participate in today's ceremony, you are walking in the footsteps of many generations of scholars. Today's formal opening procession to the stage, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Such guilds in past centuries were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, with individuals moving from apprentice to master to teacher. You will have noted the many different academic gowns, hoods, and caps here on stage today. These reflect centuries of university tradition. Your own academic gowns and hoods date back to the Middle Ages. The different colors and designs signify the degree that you have earned. Your caps, the Oxford-style mortarboards, celebrate your independence and freedom as scholars. Our celebration will begin with formal greetings from our Board of Governors and the province of Alberta. Our first address to Convocation will be from University of Alberta President Dr. David Turpin. Our second address to Convocation will be from Mr. David Mowat, who has accepted our invitation to receive an honorary Doctorate of Laws, our university's highest honor. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrating extraordinary achievements or remarkable service to society. Following the presentation of the honorary degree, we will begin the recognition of your degrees. After you are presented to the community on behalf of the faculties, our president will guide you through your pledge, which you will find in your convocation brochure. It will then be my great honor to admit you to your degrees. Then it will be your turn up here with us. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called. For everyone here, that will be the most important part of our ceremony. Your degree will be conferred as I congratulate you and we shake hands. So remember to shake hands. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time. Your families and friends are witness to that commitment, as are all the members of the Platform Party. Joining the celebration at the center of the stage with me today is our President, Dr. David Turpin, and a representative from our Board of Governors, Mr. Barry James. I'm very pleased that deans and professors from our faculties of business and Faculté Saint-Jean are here to congratulate each graduate as you cross the stage. Our distinguished guests on the convocation stage include former chancellors and former chairs of our Board of Governors, past University of Alberta honorary degree recipients, members of our Board of Governors, Senate and Alumni Council, members of government and civic leaders, members of the Consular Corps community, members of our senior leadership team at the University of Alberta, including our vice presidents and vice provosts, leaders from the associations representing our graduate and undergraduate students, our academic staff, non-academic staff, and postdoctoral fellows, and especially professors from our faculties, your Guild of Teachers. We're all here to celebrate and to welcome you to our alumni family. I hope you enjoy the day. I'd like to start by inviting greetings from the representative of the Board of Governors, Mr. Barry James.
Good afternoon. Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Douglas Stollery, President, Dr. David Turpin, distinguished guests, graduates, families, friends, and of course, Dave. I'm pleased to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors of your university. Convocation is a special time when the entire university community gathers to celebrate your tremendous achievements. Indeed, our academy has much to celebrate, but today we especially gather to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2017. You have achieved a level of excellence which will be forever recognized in your university degree, a University of Alberta degree. As a representative of the Board of Governors, I want you to know that we're committed to excellence today and tomorrow, providing excellence in teaching and research that has supported you and will support those that follow you. Isn't it clear that Edmonton, Alberta, and Canada are great places for all of us to be, and certainly even greater because of this graduating class of 2017? Your degree is a sign of your achievement at the University of Alberta. It's also a signal to others that you are the kind of citizens that bring knowledge, understanding, and skills to the society that we live in. Competent, giving, ethical, and engaged in the challenges and opportunities of today and tomorrow. Congratulations to you, your families, friends, and supporters. But please bear with me for a moment. I'd like to take that moment to especially congratulate my good friend, Dave Mowat. I must say, Dave, I was a little surprised and even a little sad that Vaughn isn't here on the stage with you today. Of course, if he was, he'd be getting all the attention, and that would just not be right. Having said that, you're always telling us on the radio that you listen and ATB listens. Dave, we're excited to hear your address today, and I promise you can do all the talking and we'll listen. To all of you, continue to learn, continue to achieve. I'd like you all to take a moment right now. Remember this. Today is a fantastic day. It's your day. It's your family's day. Take it from someone who passed by this stage many, many years ago when I got my U of A business degree. I sure do wish now that I'd been more careful and more intentional about etching this experience into my memory. Take the time today to enjoy it. We all wish you the very best for the future. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Darren Billis, Minister of Economic Development and Trade, Deputy House Leader, and MLA for Edmonton Beverly Clairview. Minister Billis.
Thank you very much, Barry James. I'm honored here to join you on traditional Treaty 6 territory and Métis lands. Good afternoon, and recognizing Dr. Turpin, Chancellor Stollery, Dean Doucette, Dean Moquet, members of the Board of Governors, Dave Mowat, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends. It's my pleasure to bring greetings from Premier Rachel Notley and the Minister of Advanced Education, the Honorable Marlon Schmidt. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your special day. I'm especially excited to be here today because I missed the opportunity to attend my own convocation when I was a student here at the U of A a little while ago. I want to congratulate Dave Mowat, CEO of ATB, for being recognized today with an honorary doctorate degree. On behalf of all Albertans, I want to thank you, Dave, for your tremendous leadership, achievements, and of course, your work to strengthen our economy, especially through your support for small business and your contribution to the prosperity of our province overall. The University of Alberta has a strong reputation for developing leaders who are breaking new ground and blazing their own trail. I see this ambition and drive to succeed in you in the class of 2017. Many of you will become business leaders and small business owners, and that means you will become job creators and drivers of our economy. This is a very exciting time to be a part of building a diversified, resilient economy for the future. The Conference Board of Canada says Alberta will lead the country in economic growth this year at 3.3%, putting Alberta back on top where we belong. In March alone, Alberta created more than 20,000 new full-time jobs, representing the total job growth in Canada for that month. Many of those were created by small business owners like the ones you will become and support. The economy of the next 30 years will be very different than the economy of the past 30 years. Today, you join a long line of graduates whose achievements and contributions have lifted the University of Alberta and our province to new heights. Et je suis certain que votre éducation aux facultés Saint-Jean et Centre collégial d'Alberta vous fournira une base solide pour le futur. Comme vous, j'étais un étudiant ici de la faculté d'éducation. As our government works hard to diversify the economy, we are making post-secondary education more accessible and affordable. We're honoring our commitment to provide stable and predictable funding to post-secondary institutions and to keeping costs down for students by freezing tuition for the past 2 years and freezing it again next year. Our government's been working with post-secondary institutions to prepare students to take on the jobs of the future when they graduate. There is no limit to what you can achieve. Albertans are the leaders, innovators, and problem solvers who see opportunity where others may only see challenges. As you carve out your own path in this world, I encourage you to be proud of who you are, where you're from, and to give back to your hometowns and neighborhoods. Félicitations pour votre convocation, and congratulations once again on your convocation.
Now my pleasure to invite Dr. David Turpin, the President of the University of Alberta, to address convocation.
Eminent Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the Academy, staff, family, friends, and especially you, our graduates, congratulations and well done. If we have done our job well, you are feeling a tremendous amount of accomplishment today because we've pushed you, asked you to work hard, to think in new ways, and test your limits, and you've done it. I hope that you also feel prepared to pursue new challenges and ask even more of yourselves in the days and years ahead, because we need you. We need your new ideas, your skills, and your energy. We need your enormous potential to help us build a better, stronger, more just, and compassionate Canada. Your potential and capacity to help has particular meaning this year as we celebrate the 150th anniversary of Canada's Confederation. I was only 10 years old when Canada celebrated its centennial in 1967. My memories of that year are filled with the fun and the wonder of it. The Centennial Train was making its way across Canada. The Centennial Fitness Challenge tested every school kid in the nation. And there were the space-age buildings at Montreal's Expo 67. And now, 50 years later, I've been thinking about what it means to be Canadian. One thread runs through it all: diversity. Although in 1967 I was a so-called typical kid, I figured out early on that there were many ways to be Canadian. My family had ties to this part of the world that go back 7 generations. Both my grandmothers came from farming families, one from Saskatchewan and the other from southern Alberta. On the other hand, both my grandfathers were immigrants to Canada. One was a Welsh opera singer, and in a very unlikely turn of events, fell in love when his company was touring through Calgary. It changed his life and mine, creating connections for me far beyond the borders of Canada that last till this very day. Those ties deepened and extended even further when I married my wife, Shuramithra, and became part of her family. She was born in Germany and then emigrated with her family from India to Canada in the 1960s. And her family in India is very much a part of our lives today. As I've grown older, my many Canadas have included living in Alberta's prairies and foothills, BC's rainforests and seacoasts, and Eastern Ontario's Canadian Shield, Great Lakes, and rivers. I know my story's not unique. I expect that many of you experience a similar layering of identity and connection. There is no one Canada. We are all many cultures, histories, languages, and geographies in one. This is the very essence of the Canadian adventure. Lester Pearson, Canada's Prime Minister in 1967, said, "Out of this diversity must come unity." I thought of this last week when I joined members of Alberta's Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities in the circle of a pipe ceremony. We were preparing to sign a memorandum of understanding with the National Centre for Truth and Reconciliation. As we were sitting in that circle, Elder Jerry Saddleback told us, "We are all in unison, held in equal esteem." We exemplified unity in diversity. Each of us equal in our distance from the center, but with slightly different perspectives. Unity in diversity. Can we achieve reconciliation without it? How can we build a better Canada without continuing to pursue the great Canadian adventure of finding unity in diversity? For me, a better Canada would ensure that all people feel welcome, safe, and accepted, and able to give back to their communities regardless of their background. A better Canada would engage peoples and countries around the world, not for self-interest, but for our common interest. A better Canada would be innovative and in the forefront of the global knowledge economy. In short, a better Canada would be one of the most socially, culturally, economically, and environmentally prosperous of nations. So what does a better Canada look like to you? When you look ahead to Canada's next 50 years, the 50 years that your generation will shape, what can you do to make our country better for everyone? I look at the auditorium today, and I see many Canadas reflected back to me in your faces. That diversity is a tremendous strength, but it is a strength we cannot take for granted. We can instead be tempted to draw definite borders on who we are and limit what it means to be Canadian. But what would be the result? Look back over the first 150 years, and you can see that Canada has been scarred by such attempts to fix our identity. We need only think of the residential school system or the Chinese head tax to see that limiting our definition of Canadian has hurt our First Nation, Métis, and Inuit peoples, as well as numerous immigrant and other minority communities, all of whom, without exception, have done so much to build our country. When I think of the divisiveness and isolationism present in so much of the political discourse across the world today, I fear that we have failed to learn this lesson. We seem to be choosing instead to sit in our own customized echo chambers where we literally don't have to see or hear from those we'd rather not acknowledge. As members of the University of Alberta's diverse communities, you have a great advantage. While studying here at the U of A, you have encountered and listened to people who have ideas and perspectives different than your own. You've opened yourselves to each other and created a space where you could hear each other, see from each other's perspectives, and find solutions together. Finding what is common between us, using our differences to be innovative and creative. These are skills you've developed here, and I ask you to use and expand them in the coming years. When you reflect back in 50 years on how Canada has changed since Canada's 150, I hope that you will be able to look back with the knowledge that you took these skills and your own particular talents and potential to make Canada a better place for us all. Take inspiration from the thousands of U of A alumni who have already left a tangible legacy in every sector of society, in the laws they've written, the movements they have led, the scientific discoveries that have changed our lives, the businesses that they have built, and the students they have taught. Now it's your turn. It's your turn to step up. It's your turn to build a better, stronger, more prosperous, just, and compassionate Canada. The next 50 years are yours, so take advantage of it. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and we look forward with great anticipation to all of your future accomplishments. Thank you.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
You will always find it, your own courage or theirs, in the eyes of the other.
Go where there's no path and leave a trail for someone else.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Travel well, travel without prejudice, live long and prosper.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Eminent Chancellor,
On behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce David Lawrence Mowat for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws, our institution's highest honor. What are the keys to success? Dave Mowat's exemplary career and contributions to our community offer 4 keys to consider. The first is leadership, an open, informal, and candid style as president and CEO of ATB Financial that has contributed to a highly engaged workforce. ATB has been recognized by several independent national surveys as one of the best places to work in Canada, and the International Association of Business Communicators chose Mr. Mowat as Inspired Leader of the Year in 2015. Second, compassion. Mr. Mowat advocates contributing the expertise of the banking world to help address social issues like home ownership for single parents, affordable care for people with Alzheimer's, and supports for people who are homeless or trying to manage with very limited resources. He also champions support for initiatives such as Camp Firefly for young members of the LGBTQ community and Empower You, a partnership that equips women with financial literacy skills. Third is a commitment to service. Mr. Mowat has served as chair of the United Way of Alberta Capital Region campaign and as a board member for the Stars Foundation, Alberta Blue Cross, Alberta Arts Awards Foundation, Citadel Theatre, and the National Music Centre. He played a leadership role in the Light the Bridge campaign for Edmonton's high-level bridge and has served on the business advisory councils for the Edmonton International Airport and our very own Alberta School of Business. And last, but perhaps most important, vision, an ability to imagine a different way forward and to see new opportunities. Mr. Mowat chaired Alberta's Royalty Review Advisory Panel at the request of Premier Notley, crafting recommendations that acknowledge the challenges facing the energy industry while also seeking to position both the industry and the province for the future. He has also inspired his team to create 50 junior ATBs across the province, in which elementary school students run their own branch, learning the value of saving money for the future and building leadership skills as young staff and CEOs. Vision, service, compassion, and leadership. Dave Mowat's career is a powerful reminder that success demands the highest levels of accountability to employees, clients, communities, and the next generation of leaders from Alberta for the world. Eminent Chancellor, with pride and respect, I present to you David Lawrence Mowat.
David Lawrence Mowat, in recognition of principled leadership and exemplary service to the greater good, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for years to come. Thanks, Dave. Thank you very much. You keep that?
It's not going to be that bad. I'm glad my mom was able to come by and help you with that introduction. That's great. Eminent Chancellor Stollery, President Turpin, representatives of the Board of Governors, graduands and their families, friends, my own family, my wife, and of course my mom and dad. Let me tell you what I can see from up here. And I can actually see the future, not because I have any kind of special gift. I see the future because I'm looking right at it. It's hard to miss. As I look at the Faculty of Business class of 2017, I see who will be building where we're going, how we're going to get there, and who will be deciding why there. And you know what? The future looks pretty good. Up here, looks like a little bit of a Harry Potter convention. You know, in fact, that future is probably good enough to take a picture of. So, 1, 2, 3, everybody smile because I'm checking you out. There it is. There's the future in the present tense. I always had a little trouble with English tenses. So congratulations to every one of you, and thank you all for all that you will be doing in your careers to make my life a little bit better. You know, this camera is quite the machine. You know, this is a Pixel, but both Apple and Google have quietly inserted artificial intelligence right in the palm of our hands. Just go to your pictures, look for that little search icon, and type any word. If you've taken a picture of it, your camera will find it. And just think of what it's doing. It's searching through thousands of pictures, examining them all for a picture of, say, a dog, and in a split second, up all come the dogs. Not dogs found on the internet, but pictures you have personally taken of dogs. You didn't have to tag them, you didn't have to organize them. The phone actually is teaching itself to recognize those pictures. So in the palm of your hands, you have an important part of the story, and one that will be a critical part of your future: artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robots. And so here's another part of the story. She's a slow walker, so. And it's not that all those other speeches were incredibly riveting, but she fell asleep. Anyway, how are you doing? So this is Pepper. And Pepper is a 4-foot humanoid robot of uncertain gender. Although she was a little smarter than all the others, and she was willing to take directions, so we're pretty sure she's a she. And like many of you, she's actually new to Canada, and she really seems to like it here.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Pepper. Pepper, do you know where you are?
Of course I do. I am at 53 degrees north, 113 degrees west, the University of Alberta, and I know a lot about the U of A. It was established in 1908. It has a young, handsome president named Dr. Turpin. And my GPS show frequent concentrations of people at a place called Rat, a rather simplistic but effective play on words for a campus liquor establishment.
You're starting to sound like a real Edmontonian, Pepper. Pepper's actually been working in a few of our branches over the last month or so, and she agreed to help me out here today. Okay, I didn't ask. I made her. The person who holds her charging cable makes the rules. So it's pretty cool to be at a convocation, eh, Pepper? Did you ever graduate from university?
I actually don't have a degree like you. The business stuff is too hard, but I do have all the easy stuff like engineering, computer science, and law. It's all stored away right here. Shall I show you?
I don't think so.
Maybe I can ask a question then, Dave. What was your grade point average when you graduated from that lesser business school in the province of British Columbia?
Those marks are hermetically sealed. Let's move on, Pepper. Did you hear what I said about my smartphone and artificial intelligence?
Yes, I did, Dave. You tell a hopeful story about technology. But unlike your phone, when people meet me, I introduce fear about the future. People worry that I will take their job. So I think some of your speech should talk about that.
I'll do that, Pepper. So that's a bit of a superficial demonstration of what Pepper can do, but be sure machines like Pepper will be able to do much more. How much more? We'll find out as we explore that capacity. How much smarter, how much faster, how well they understand, how well they process language, how well they email, text, speak to us. We're going to find that out in short order. And as machines begin to do that, we can expect that fear will be not far away. Some will worry about machine learning and artificial intelligence, because there's always a certain distrust of things that we don't understand. But if you think about it, you walked in here today, but you probably can't explain exactly how your legs work. You may have ridden a bike here today, but you might not be able to build a bike. Or maybe you drove here today, yet you don't really know how an automobile engine works. But interestingly, is you don't fear any of those things. You don't fear them because you've learned how to use them and they've made your life better. Artificial intelligence, robots, machine learning, autonomous vehicles, they are not going to take your job, they're going to make your job. Yet still, most of you are still thinking, I don't have a clue I don't even know what machine learning really is, much less program some kind of robot. Where am I going to fit in? And I can assure you that you will fit. You don't know how to build it, just like you drove that car here today. You just have to know how to use it. And as you imagine what those uses can be, it will open up new opportunity. Yours is a generation that will figure out the applications and uses for a massive technology that we've already developed. It works, but we don't use it widely yet. You don't have to discover it. You don't even have to know really how it works. And you certainly don't need to be afraid or even intimidated by it. You just need to imagine the uses that it could have, and that we need people for. People with business degrees. And as you imagine those uses, you'll be creating the future that I can see right here today. And one other thing, when I look out today, well, maybe it's something I don't see, is I don't see robots. Well, maybe I see one. Okay, but what I see are intelligent, somewhat mysterious human beings with elements of a machine in them, but with a brain and a heart and emotions that can't be duplicated. You are not robots. You are the people whose job it will be to harness the machine learning talents of robots. You've been prepared to craft this future by the University of Alberta. This institution is a strange but wonderful vehicle that has come to us from the Hogwarts of the past. It instills in its graduates the latest cutting-edge theories and knowledge, and in doing so, the university passes the secret of teaching and inspiration across time, a secret as true in 1908 as it is today. It's that teaching and inspiration that offers you the wisdom, and it is that wisdom that will dissolve the fears you may have of the future. The people demand, said Henry Marshall Torrey, who was this university's first president, that knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of all people shall be its final goal. And our current day president, Dr. David Turpin, expanded that 110-year-old insight, observing that communities rise and fall on our willingness to invest in people. No truer words have been spoken, and you are now the beneficiaries of that investment. And so it is. You can face the future with courage and hope, not just because you have the innocent faith in technology, but because you have acquired the beginnings of wisdom that will harness technology, and that future is in good hands, not just because you're graduates with business degrees, because you're graduates with business degrees from the University of Alberta. That wisdom you carry with those degrees and the leadership skills that you possess will draw people to you, people wanting to see the future and a future that you can show them. Good luck. Thank you very much. Hey, Pepper.
Perhaps we should have awarded our honorary degree to Dr. Pepper. I know. David, thank you for your truly inspiring address. Your presence today and your thoughtful words have been a gift, one that all of us will remember. And to your point about the Harry Potter costumes, I understand I'm known here on campus as Dumbledore. David, we'd like you to sign our honorary university honor roll to commemorate your honorary degree.
Just like getting married.
Thank you, Dr. Mowat. You are now officially a member of our honorary degree recipient family. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called to cross the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we'll have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our alumni in the community.
The candidates for degrees will please rise and follow on page 5 of the Convocation program. Please rise. Now you have a speaking role, so please do follow closely. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, for all who believe, to serve your God, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Joseph Doucet, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Business. For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Eminent Chancellor, recipient of a Governor General's Silver Medal and the Dr. Hugh Harries Medal in Business, Mark Jordan McCoy with distinction.
Mark McCoy is one of 3 recipients of the Governor General's Silver Medal, the University of Alberta's most prestigious academic award, donated by the Governor General of Canada. First presented in 1873 by the Earl of Dufferin, the medals recognize and encourage academic excellence across Canada. Mark is also this year's recipient of the Dr. Hugh Harries Medal in Business. The award is presented annually to the graduating student who has obtained the highest academic standing in the final 2 years of the Bachelor of Commerce program. It is donated by the School of Business in recognition of academic excellence and in memory of Dr. Hugh Harries, the former dean of the School of Business. During his time at the University of Alberta, Mark has received recognition for his academic excellence, including the Thomas Bell Buchanan Scholarship in Business. He has also remained active in sports, having played for the Canadian Hockey League and received the Western Hockey League Academic Scholarship. Following graduation, Mark plans to attain the Chartered Financial Analyst designation and continue with graduate studies in law or finance. Mark, on behalf of everyone here, congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with honors, David Paul Hollowa with first-class honors. Nicole Lauren Hostler with first-class honors. Logan Brandt McIntosh with first-class honors. Si Yu Peng with first-class honors. Monica Tran with first-class honors. Sichuan Zhang with first-class honors. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Batul Mahmoud Abaza. Christopher Nicholas Abbott. Rizdaya Shirazaldi Adam. William James Alloway. Benjamin Kyle Altman. Derek Craig Andruschuk. Victor Alexandru Apostol. Masi Area. Shanza Arif with distinction. Receiving today both her Bachelor of Commerce and a certificate in real estate, Janelle Ashmead. Joshua Paul Aoyang. Ivana Natalie Babik. Jessica Stephanie Bailey with distinction. Jeskiret Kaur Baines with distinction. Alan Hunter Balch. Rajiv Anand Bansal with distinction. Jacob Janus Baranowski with distinction. Bianca Berry. Natasha Marie Barch with distinction. Nicolina Nicole Basic. Connor Jerome Bateman. Receiving today both his Bachelor of Commerce and a certificate in World Sound Arts, Riley Lawrence Robert Bauer. Lisa Ginette Bélanger with distinction. Jarrett Joseph Colin Belliveau. Bradley Grant Berry. Stephen Michael Avery Biggs. Cassidy Sue Blair. Christopher Michael Terrence Buchecko. Marin Nicholas Boziak. Dylan Jared Bowers with distinction. Evan Richard Boyle. Annalise Pauline Boitink with distinction. Receiving today her Bachelor of Commerce and certificate in Real Estate, Kalina Broda. Jared Ray Brosseau. Laura Gail Brown. Haley Emmeline Calvert. Yingqui Kai with distinction. Jessica Adrienne Buck. Rebecca Morgan Bernand with distinction. Jeremy Nicholas Burns with distinction. Receiving today both his Bachelor of Commerce and certificate in International Learning, Matthew Peter Bushnell with distinction. Haley Ann Buskus. Morgan Lara Butler. Receiving today her Bachelor of Commerce, a certificate in Leadership, and a certificate in Sustainability, Helen Eileen Louise Cashman with distinction. Lucas Gordon Sebrick. Amy Chan with distinction. Coleman Clarence Chan. Enoch Curtis Chan. Gregory Kenneth Chow. Chasina with distinction. Christopher Saikin Chan. Fangzhou Chen with distinction. Jianyu Chen with distinction. Wan Ying Chen. Si Yuan Chu. Leslie Man Lap Chiang. David Chu. Erman Joseph Chow with distinction. Victor Kumar Chowdhury with distinction. Receiving today her Bachelor of Commerce and a Certificate in Leadership, Candice Chu. Elizabeth Chu. Jason Chu with distinction. Sally Mabel Chung with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce and a Certificate in Leadership, Lindsay Nicole Cox with distinction. Alexander Mark Crisp with distinction. UHC with distinction. Erin Joyce Cunningham. Xinjiang Deng. Brett Joseph Denny. Amy Ann DePrado with distinction. Tejasvi Dewan. Harmon Desi. Braden Terrence Frederick Dicker. Eric Diep. Yu Ding. Sam Michael DiPinto with distinction. Hongru Dong. Yushan Du. Michael Richard Jasetsky with distinction. Ian Michael Eklund. Faisal El Masri. Joshua Yi Hong En. Hakim Ezemokhai. Cole William Faminoff. Receiving her Bachelor of Commerce and Certificate in Leadership, Kate Adair Farlinger with distinction. Tony Fay with distinction. Nathan Feigl. Matthew Robert Feist with distinction. Jeffrey Michael Fisher with distinction. Joe Min Fu. Brandon David Foster. Gareth Aidan Kuhn Pham with distinction. Carly Wynne Frank. William Keegan Fraser. Shuyao Fu. Taranjot Singh Gotcha with distinction. Shannon Michelle Gardner. Lauren Francis Lin G with distinction. Michelle G with distinction.
Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in Real Estate, Victoria Ann Gerlich. Kristen Germain. Graham Walter Glassford with distinction. Stephen Philip Goddard. Ali Gohar. Adam Nicholas Gordon. Justindeep Kaur Grewal with distinction. Ravina Grewal. Vinny Grewal. Bofan Gu. Lisa Guo with distinction. Shin Guo. Ashwarya Vikas Gupta with distinction. Nidya Christie Hadi. Mohan Guo with distinction. Brendan Travis Hagen with distinction. Yimeng Han. Sabina Shireen Hankey with distinction. Harmeet Singh Hansra. Fangyi Hao. Keaton Marcel Harris. Lauren Nicole Hartley with distinction. Douglas Mark Harvey with distinction. Emily He with distinction. Jun He. Kelty Heathcott with distinction. Colton Henderson. Anthony Kaming Ho. David Spencer Holt with distinction. Matthew Thomas Holt. Michael James Evan Horrigan. Julia Christine Hoskin. Jessica Ho. Morgan Claire Hertzak. Jijun Hu with distinction. Shanglei Huang. Zhuoling Huang. Jesse Wade Hunt. Kyle Duncan Hunter with distinction. Franiz Rohin Hassan. Thomas David Hutt. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in sustainability, Georgie Ann Highland with distinction. Jenna Elizabeth Iverson. Bochao Ji with distinction. Jackie Ji. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in leadership, Iham Juwaji with distinction. Lucas Johnson. Megan Ashley Jones. Sheen Kachru with distinction. Jessica Angelani Kamingali with distinction. Kelly Cheryl Cassian. Scott Alexander Cavalinas. Jacob Elliott Kazakov with distinction. Riley Scott Kendrick with distinction. Alexandra Key Marichalas. Samantha Kamke. Ittasam Ahmed Khan. Jasmine Manisha Kunkun. Yuzhang Kim. Chanel Laurel Kimber with distinction. David Michael King. Mary Michaela Kerwin. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce, as well as a certificate in international learning, Petra Anna Mary Kloster with distinction. Craig Stephen Klimick. Devin Marie Kniedeman with distinction. Bradley Michael Krissa. Nicholas Patrick Krywalt with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in international learning, Kijing Kwang. Justine Kunzman. Matthew Ryan Cooney with distinction. Richard Alex Kaprowski. Terry Ann Kutrick. Haley Ann Kuzik with distinction. Chrismina La. Joel Daniel Labe. Trevor Lai. Alexander Lamb with distinction. Kristen May Langest. Nok Jade Lee with distinction. Brandon Neil LeBlanc. Jeline Meyi Lee with distinction. Tyler Justin Lee. Allison Adriana Leonard. Guangyan Lee. Muchan Lee. Xiang Li. Yanan Li. Yanwen Liang. Kiwan Lin. Yana Lin with distinction. Siting Liu. Wenyi Liu. Yang Liu with distinction. Yutong Liu. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in leadership, Oksana Liva with distinction. Megan Lizotte. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in leadership, Lauren Grace Loizic. Liu Liu. Julina Louis. Thomas William Lumsden. Corbin Chris Lunger. Guanxiao Lo. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in real estate, Kingston Lee. Yun Ma. Taylor Chad Mott. Julie Kitty Ma with distinction. Nikhil Paul Malhotra with distinction. Rebecca Catherine Martin. Gregory Marilon Matherin. Damaris Wamboy Mbogwa. Michael Douglas McCaffrey. Sean McCormick with distinction. Megan Lynn McCulloch. Benjamin Drew McDonald. Cohen James McHale Fleming with distinction. Alec Christopher McElwraith Black with distinction. Sophie Bridget McMillan. Brock Irwin Melnick. Chantel Elise Menard with distinction. Renata Blair Managozo. Alexander Melky. Benjamin James Milligan with distinction. Jose Nicole Monroe. Lakman Ahmad Mohammed. Vincent Nakpil. Naim Nanji. Nelson Ryan Newman. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce and a certificate in leadership, Marvin Gambe. Kevin Wee with distinction. Vicky Wee. Helene Wynn. Indiana Matthew Nickel. Hosheng Ning. Nur Nu. Buddy Prasertsak Nowicki. Andrew David Leo Odell. Jessica Anna Odiewski with distinction. Taylor Lee O'Flynn. Melissa Beth Brennis Ogletree. Theodore John O. Recipient of the CPA Graduating Scholarship in Accounting, Rebecca Angela Okranik with distinction. Karen Lisbeth Olarte Montjoy. Mitchell George Opreshko with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in International Learning, Zoltan Julius Padar. Chloe Ann Nielsen Pangras with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in Leadership, Dan Park. Jordan Parker with distinction. Dylan Evan Perry. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in Real Estate, Logan Wesley Patterson. Ashley Nicole Piesker. Diona Jens Custodio Pelagio. Martin Perez Taylor. Isabel Pham. Elizabeth Huan Yin Pham Vo. Emma Riley Phelps with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in International Learning, Oliver Ruskin Phillip. Charles-Antoine David Plamondon. Caitlin Julia Wong-Pon. Carrie Kayan Poon with distinction. Thomas Michael Poretti with distinction. Ekta Prabhakar. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in Leadership, Julia Margaret Pratt with distinction. Kevin John Proudfoot. Lauren Elizabeth Pugh. Adam Quinn Purdon with distinction. Xinyi Quinn with distinction. Cheng Chiu. Dongbao Q. Rhett Colin Rachinsky. Ariza Nadir Rajan with distinction. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in Real Estate, Derek Darian Ramdeen Singh. Madison Nicole Rayburn with distinction. Marissa Mary Reed. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a Certificate in Leadership, Davis Singh Riar. Michaela Taryn Risling. Quintus Zachary Rodrigo. Dalen Shane Romaniak. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in real estate, Martin Wrong. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in international learning, Cheslin Rosana. Receiving a Bachelor of Commerce as well as a certificate in leadership, Daniel Robert Kennedy Roth with distinction. Craig Edwin Kenneth Ryan. Tariq Raouf Saad. Samir Arifin Saeed. Carol Marion Liu Salsado. Clarissa Lillian Samuel. Amrit Saraf. Anna Christine Muriel Sorino with distinction. Natasha Savani with distinction. Suzanne Marie Sawatsky with distinction. Rebecca Jean Scammell. Sarah Nicole Anderson Shearschmidt with distinction. Nolan Gregory Schmidt with distinction. Kelly Grace Scott. Gabriela Sebastian Contreras. Cameron Peter Searden. Nicholas Seifert. Ma Batul Shah. Sadiq Al-Shah. Edward Drew Shalka. Wenchao Shao. Karim Eliassine Zakaria Sheikh with distinction. Yuzhen Sheng. Donghun Shin. Hyunkyong Shin. Harry Shin. Ganit Nayar Singh with distinction. Brooke Michelle Smith. Joseph David Smolsky. Kyle Kim Somerville. Trisha Sudesh Sud. Amy Margaret Spears. Carolyn Ann Stangland. Taylor Marley Rose Sterling with distinction. Jacob Daniel Stucken with distinction. Eric Ta. Eddie Tam. Sherlyn Carretero Ann Tan. Ava Taremi. Rebecca Marie Taylor with distinction. Luke Matthew Teledetsky. Simona Tedorescu with distinction. Michael Albert Tessier. Quinn Van Thacker.
Jenny Tai with distinction. Jory Daniel Teal. Joshua Eric Thompson. Jing Tian. Michelle Lyman To. Adam Glenn Marvin Topilco. Isabella Louise Tosto. Sean David Townley with distinction. Erin Tran. Annie Tran. Benjamin Truong. Nixon Sang. Heaney C with distinction. Emmett J. Ulmer. Alexis Emily Valentine with distinction. Seth Mather Van Camp with distinction. Juliet Mackenzie Verbeck with distinction. Sarah Jane Vidito with distinction. Anthony Jose Vitorino with distinction. Joel Spencer Voss with distinction. Alexander Mark Wall. Audrey Tingxi Wang with distinction. Richie Wang with distinction. Tianlei Wang. Chao Fei Wang. Xiaolu Wang. Xinkai Wang. Yi Wang with distinction. Stephen Quinton Warwa with distinction. Alexandra Lise Welsh.
Not the middle name.
Nelushi Wikaramachi. Thomas David Williams. Jackie Kutchin Wong. Jenna Wong. Kelly Wei Yi Wong. Kieran David Wong. Mark Andrew Wong. Sophie Elizabeth Wright with distinction. Joanne Man Yi Wu. Josephine Yuanling Wu. Ya Ting Wu. Anna Shu with distinction. Keilun Shu. Huwen Shui. Brennan Chase Yadlowski with distinction. Jia Yang with distinction. Jia Ying Yang. Yuan Yao with distinction. Audrey Lee Yu. Qinxi Yu with distinction. Anna Yu. Yashan Yu. Yuting Yu. Xinyu Yue. Kelsey Judy Zalaski. Zhiliang Zhai. Jianbin Zhang with distinction. Keshin Zhang. Lianyi Zhang. Mengyao Zhang. Randy Jia Zhang. Shenhua Zhang. Receiving today both her Bachelor of Commerce and Certificate in International Learning, Yuyin Zhang. Yunting Zhang. Yushin Zhang. Xinchen Zhao. Xintong Zhao. Mingxin Zhuang. Brian Benjamin Zissen with distinction. Laura Rose Zubik, pardon me, with distinction.
Zuniga. Thank you so much.
Melanie Dominique Zuniga. Eminent Chancellor, Eminence, for the degree of au grade de bilingual Bachelor of Commerce, baccalauréat bilingue en administration des affaires, Hazeline Joy Crisostomo Arellano, I hope I didn't massacre that too much, with distinction.
Joanne Junior Bartolome.
Joanne Junior Bartolome. Hazel Grace Demetio Katuros, and she is receiving both her bilingual Bachelor of Commerce and Certificate in International Learning today. Darlene Modupe Florence Cole with distinction. Li Kang Ding with distinction. Michael Joseph Kennedy. Kristina Krasimirova Kirillova. Bodan Ihor Kruk. Pierre Henry Senegas Lowe. Lindsay Kim O.
Nicole Cheyenne Terry.
Nicole Cheyenne Terry. Receiving today his bilingual Bachelor of Commerce, Certificate in Community Engagement and Service Learning, and Certificate in International Learning, Jeffrey Stephen Wong.
Et maintenant, chancelier, au nom de la professeure Pierre-Yves Moquet, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter les gradués des baccalauréats de la faculté Saint-Jean. Éminence au grade de matrice en sciences de l'éducation, Rania Eshak. Paul Marcel Mbakai. Umi Dia Indir. Au grade de baccalauréat en éducation, la médaille d'or de Perret au Blas, Christa Gillian Cornell avec distinction.
Krista Connell is this year's recipient of Le Médaille d'Or de Perret-au-Blas, awarded by Faculty Saint-Jean to the graduating student who has shown the highest distinction in scholarship. This award was endowed by Le Fonds Saint-Jean. Krista is graduating today from Faculty Saint-Jean with a Bachelor of Education degree. Throughout her academic career, she has shown dedication and commitment to her studies, consistently achieving Dean's List standings. Krista enhanced her education by participating in a 5-month exchange program to study in France. Upon graduation, Krista is excited to continue her work as an elementary school teacher. Congratulations, Krista.
Éminence au grade de baccalauréat et arts, Carolyn Albert. Colin Philippe Richard Béliveau-Simard. Sophie Anne Bergeron. Jean-Pierre Louis Desrochers, avec distinction. Takea Chenet Frederick. Morgan Lee Gagnon. Samuel Gagnon. Receiving a baccalaureate as arts and a certificate in interdisciplinary leadership studies, as well as a certificate in international learning, David Michael Jennings. Alicia Lucia Anne Karam, avec distinction. Daniel Michel Joseph Lamoureux. Ripley Ray Lothian. Madison Joy Mackenzie. Aisha McGill. Amy Caroline Vachon Chabat. Éminence au grade de baccalauréat et sciences. Alicia Maurice Bayargent. Lindsay Marie Joël Boucher, avec distinction. Colby Novalinga Clenel Desmarais. Francesca El Jossein. Jad El Jabawi, avec distinction. Eliza Bridget Ellen Leach. Receiving a baccalauréat en sciences et a baccalauréat en éducation, Rochelle Erin Miller. Ridwan Osman Hachi. Hannah Page Rumpel. Kristen May Taniko Klimako. Erin May Yamada. Éminence au grade de baccalauréat en éducation, Cecilia Rosette Adou avec distinction. Rose Laurie Agofak Sopgang. Marie-Pierre Sejac. Shaylee Chandler. Jessica Sear. Stephanie Irene Elizabeth Davies avec distinction. Nicolette Lorraine Desmarais. Maria Estrella Diaz Gonzalez avec distinction. Cosette Rolande Marie de Brûle. Michelle Karine Dupuis. Juliane Genet. Saber Hamami. Maranette Kamdem Ganji avec distinction. Raquel Pauline Karam avec distinction. Belgin Kilik. Geneviève Annette Labbé avec distinction. Laura Caroline Larochelle avec distinction. Danica Carole Lavoie. Rebecca Lazarenko. Noël Nyanti Mac Peterson avec distinction. Thérèse Félicité Moptoum Bopta avec distinction. David Paul Martin. Nicole Joanne Ostapek. Julie Caroline Pellet avec distinction. Michaela Jacqueline Potvin avec distinction. Amanda Jane Rhodes. Alexandra Natalie Rodriguez. Amber Laurie Britton Roy. Alexandra Mary Lois Russell. Deogracias Ravugwa. Danielle Claire Marie Scott avec distinction. Teresa Carmela Settengiano. Cassidy Rose Steger avec distinction. Kwesi Pepra Watson. Éminent chancelier, au nom de la professeure Pierre-Yves Mokwe, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter les gradués des diplômes de la Centre collégial de l'Alberta, Campus Saint-Jean, diplôme de technique d'administration des affaires. Akisi Anna Coadio. Mohamed Nasmi. Jessica Roland.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance today.
Well, graduates, you made it. You're now officially on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate the class of 2017. Well, now, graduates, it's your turn. I want you to get up, stand up, turn around, and get everyone's attention. Let's give the people who've supported you through all of this, your parents and siblings, your grandparents, your spouses, your children, your friends, let's give them a huge round of applause. Stand up and let them know how much you appreciate it. Today is a truly proud moment for each of them and for the University of Alberta. In total, we will graduate 6,683 students at convocation ceremonies over the next 2 weeks. Okay, now that I have you all back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Before you are formally inducted into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for the presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 to honor the University of Alberta's centenary. It captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university and hopefully sparks your own memories of your years here. The song is also a display of many University of Alberta talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus Dr. Franz Lavassier-Ouimet and arranged by U of A alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan. The recording is performed by Choral Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnan. Enjoy.
Je pense à tout, je viens à cette
Thank you. Merci. To the 2017 graduating class, congratulations and welcome to the alumni. My name is Bruno Mercier, and I graduated from the University of Alberta from Faculté Saint-Jean in 1997. And it's my honor to congratulate you on becoming a University of Alberta alumnus and to officially welcome you into our alumni family. You are joining a proud and inspired group of graduates committed to each other's success and committed to building the University of Alberta into one of the world's great universities for the public good. I call upon you to stay connected with each other, with other alumni, and with your university throughout your lifetime. We will be there for you, for each other, and for our university. I also call upon you to go out from this place and be inspired by the promise and challenge of our alumni to do great things. Our alumni have done great things in the past. Now it's your turn. Great things are actions, big and small. They can take place anywheres, anytime. They support other alumni, the university, and our society. And they come from using the knowledge and talents you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and others. Je vous lance le défi de sortir dans le monde et d'être inspiré. Faites de grandes choses. Nos anciens l'ont déjà fait et continuent de le faire. Faites-le vous aussi. De grandes choses sont faites de toutes sortes d'actions. Ça se passe tous les jours en se servant des talents et de l'éducation que vous avez reçus pendant votre temps ici. Continuez d'être ambassadeur de votre université, l'Université de l'Alberta. Gardez les liens d'amitié que vous avez formés. Formez-en un de nouveau dans la communauté des anciens de U of A. Soyez actifs dans la communauté des anciens de l'Université de l'Alberta. Le monde est à vous. Félicitations et bonne chance. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future endeavors. And don't ignore the call from your alumni association. Thank you.
No matter what your story, where you came from, what it took to get here, at this place, you were welcomed. You became part of our family. At this place, you inherited a spirit of innovation, of action, of coming together to uplift the whole people. Our school and our spirit have grown, but we still learn, innovate, lead, solve problems, take action. We raise up our communities, and we help others succeed. We are University of Alberta alumni, and for more than a century, we have come together and carved a new trail for those who follow. Together, we are stronger. Together, we shine brighter. Together, from this place into the world. Together, we have and we will do great things.
In closing, I'd like to offer a few words of thanks. Dr. Dave Mowat, thank you once again for sharing your story and your wisdom with our university family. You're an inspiring example of leadership, service, and accomplishment. In accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to the University of Alberta. I also wish to thank our talented vocalist and outstanding Convocation band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. I wish to acknowledge the staff of the Office of the Registrar for their organization of today's convocation. Finally, to you, our graduates, your degree will open new horizons for you and for our entire community. As you contemplate your future, be mindful of the fact that of all the things you may do, of all the successes you may achieve, nothing is more important than the kindness you show to others. Congratulations for all that you have accomplished leading up to the conferral of your degree. Today is an important milestone in a journey of lifelong learning. Wherever your dreams may take you, I invite you to remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta. I'm also pleased to invite everyone to join us in the main floor and the first balcony lobbies for refreshment and fellowship. Enjoy your celebration, and thank you.
His honor